Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Tuesday, November 29th, 2016. Well, I want to discuss a little bit of the change in character we're seeing between last week and this week. So last week it was very, very simple, guys. The markets were floating gently higher on light volume. Notice every day last week we basically closed at the highs of the day. So again, you could just go back right here, right? So the markets opened up a little bit, we floated and closed right around the highs of the day. And even on days where we had sell-offs, by the end of the day on, I think this was last Tuesday, the markets ended up floating back to their highs. Wednesday we opened lower, we floated back to the highs. Thursday we opened up, Friday. Friday, obviously Thursday was the holiday. We floated gapped up and then floated up to the highs of the day. So again, this is very important to understand, guys. I can't stress this enough, how this week we're seeing a major shift. And this is something that I'm paying attention to because, if you're sleeping here and we start to see a pullback, you can miss out on a lot of profits. And I think that's one of the big things here. So take a look at this week. Here's Monday, here's Tuesday. Notice the markets had floats during the day, but by the end of the day, we're closing at the lows of the day. Markets, look at this. Today we opened lower here or sold off early. Then we floated up all day, but look at the selling pressure. Look at the volume increasing here towards the end of the day as institutional investors and smart investors start to sell. So we're seeing a selling of the upside coming into this. It's very, very clear and crisp. We're seeing profit taking going on. And this isn't the only signal. The bigger one to me, this is a great one. Listen, end of day selling tells you that the big boys are unloading into the small buyers and they're looking to get out. So, that's great and dandy. But what I'm actually noticing here is this, and this is something that happened for the first time yesterday, as opposed to, and this is very important, all of the last 3 weeks. So basically, since the election, since early November, the IWM has led this market higher, meaning every single day, look at it, every single day, the IWM has either been up more than the market, meaning the S&P. So the IWM, which is the Russell, the small caps, have been up more than the S&P each and every day percentage-wise, even on down days. So if the S&P was down 0.25%, the IWM, the Russell, was down, 0.1%. If the S&P was up 1%, the Russell was up 2%. It was always to the upside. That shifted 100% yesterday. Yesterday, the IWM was down 1.4%. The S&P was only down, 0.4%. And today, this is very important, IWM down 12 cents. Now, it's not a big move, but you want to look at the relative weakness here. This is very important. Go back to the spiders, the S&P 500, and look at that. S&P is still up on the day, up 0.1%, while the IWM here, this is important, is down 0.1%. So again, the weakness is absolutely crystal clear here, and the Russell is a leading indicator. The Russell, absolutely a leading indicator, guys. This is what it's all about, and you need to know this. You need to follow this, because as long as the Russell is weak, this market is vulnerable. This market is very vulnerable. All right, so keep an eye on this, guys. This is huge to follow. Again, going back to the spiders, you can see the late day selling here. Notice yesterday and today we kind of pierced this 200, then they saved it. We're piercing it again. You never confirmed below the 200 here. That's very important. The confirmation signal never occurred. And again, if you're a pro trader, that's very important. What you're looking for is confirming action below the 200 intraday. We get that. This market's toast. So as long as it's still right here, you got bearish signs developing, but if we want to see that big collapse, got to see confirmation here, then we'll see a big, big sell-off occur. When I say big, 1-2% on an intraday basis, and then ultimately I think it leads to a little bit more. But this is something I'm following very closely. The indicators, it's all about reading the charts, guys. I can't stress that enough. It doesn't matter what I think, what I feel. It's about, are we seeing these leading indicators telling us what? What are they telling us? And IWM is definitely telling us markets are due for a little bit of a pullback. We're seeing a change in character. That's also very important. These are facts, not guts. Guts don't mean jack. It's all about what the charts are telling you. Come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com.